No such worries today here in the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Basham Tootin. And space tough to come by there, so you get maybe a yard to the 37. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. This is 2nd and 8. Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go, Cougar 19.
Richardson looking to throw this. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Come on.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from the Sunshine State. Return starts from the 5. And he brings this back all the way to midfield.
The Colts take over a first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
60 even. 6. Ready. Crack all 80.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
19, 18. Captain Ray, Warrior, 17. Mustang, 18. Ramblin, 18. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
70, Buffalo, 18.
From the gun, Richardson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Ready, set.
First down, Indianapolis.
Janet. 18 Cardinal, 18 Panther 60. Panther.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
He'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Here's Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
To throw, it's Richardson. This one caught at the 4. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Really nice Nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They're at the 4, looking to get the game's first points. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Cut my team. 60 by 6. 60.
Here's Richardson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Brings up 4th and
Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. No issues there. This one is good. And the Colts are out to an early 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. He's going to like not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Here's Lawrence to throw right away. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative, freeing him up.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Red. Touch. Left. Hey, Ginger, touch.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
From the 6.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker. There to make it stop. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Pacheco. And it'll be blocked outside the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Going for it all. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
Quick throw, taken in. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Richardson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Ready, set. Go.
Throwing, Richardson. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing third down at the moment. He's got it at the 3. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. The throw here is complete. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, Lion.
The RPO, that one is complete. He'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's complete to his running back, Facial Chutin. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Ginger, tag! Here we go.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last two plays are a great example why.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A 54-yard attempt.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Okay, great. Come on, set. Huh, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Richardson going to get it quickly out to down. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Second and a yard at the 39-yard line.
Drop 60, drop 60. 19, Cougar 19, Lion, 68.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Forward, ready. 19, 18, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Richardson going to look to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Inside Mitchell, the intended target. Third down coming up.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. Now a deep ball from Mitchell. Inside the 20. And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That his second TD catch of the season. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts move out in front, 13-3.
Jaguars 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
11. Hey, Lion.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 13 yards. Oh, an a gain of 13. First down, Jacksonville.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Red on red.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. He will find Thomas. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They go play action for Lawrence. Rolling to the left. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a first down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Got it. Ready? Hey, easy. Route two. Hey, keep on.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second and 5 at the Colts 15-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. Second and 5.
Take right open. Open. Hey, go. 30 left. Hot.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
3rd and 5. We'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. And Cam Little for this field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars are able to get it back within a score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
On the jump. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
60 bison, 60 bison, track 60.
To the air on third down. Here's Leonard. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.